How can you maximize an X-ray attack in chess? Imagine lining up your pieces in a way that they seem to be just out of reach, but secretly holding a powerful threat behind enemy lines. That's the essence of an X-ray attack in chess. It's a clever tactic that uses your long-range pieces, like the queen, rook, or bishop, to see through one piece and target another behind it. To get the most out of this move, you need to set up your pieces carefully and look for key lines where your pieces can slide along ranks, files, or diagonals. The first step is spotting potential X-ray lines. Look for situations where your sliding piece faces an opponent's piece but is blocked by another piece on the same line. Once you find such a line, think about how moving or removing the blocking piece can reveal a bigger threat. Creating a pin is a common way to do this. For example, if your rook is lined up with the opponent's queen but a pawn blocks the way, forcing the pawn to move or capture can suddenly make your rook threaten the queen directly. Combining the X-ray with other tactics makes it even more dangerous. For instance, if your move forces the opponent to respond in a way that exposes a piece behind the blocker, you can then deliver a fork or a discovered attack. This coordination can lead to winning material or gaining a positional advantage. X-ray attacks are also useful for defense. You can set up your pieces so they indirectly protect your key squares or pieces. For example, a rook behind an enemy piece can defend your queen or king, making it harder for your opponent to break through. Calculating these sequences precisely is vital. Think ahead about how your opponent might respond. Maybe they will try to block, capture, or counterattack. Your goal is to plan moves that force the opponent into unfavorable exchanges or create a winning tactic. Keep an eye on back rank weaknesses or potential checkmate threats. An X-ray attack can be combined with a check or mating net by forcing the enemy king into a vulnerable position. For example, a rook or queen attacking along a line that also checks the king can set up a mating pattern if the opponent cannot escape. Practical tips include sacrificing or exchanging the blocking piece to open the line for your long-range piece. Sometimes, forcing the opponent to capture or move the piece blocking your attack can reveal a winning shot. You can also use X-ray threats to win material by making the opponent trade pieces on unfavorable terms. Remember, the key to maximizing an X-ray attack is to recognize the indirect lines of attack or defense, coordinate your long-range pieces effectively, and calculate sequences carefully. When done right, this tactic can control large parts of the board and create decisive opportunities. It's a powerful tool in your tactical arsenal that, with practice, can turn seemingly quiet positions into winning combinations.